Dear students, today I am going to discuss another subunit under structure of an atom, that is quantum numbers, shapes of orbitals and electronic configuration. According to Schrödinger wave equation, from quantum mechanics, we know dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square, dou square psi by dou z square plus 8 by squared m into e minus b divided by s squared into psi equal to 0. This is the Schrödinger wave equation. When this equation was solved, psi has three values or numbers. They are n value, L value, m value. They are nothing but, we will see later, principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number and magnetic quantum number. The fourth quantum number S, it is not obtained from Schrödinger wave equation. It is obtained from electron spin resonance spectroscopy. The other terms are E, total energy in the equation, V, potential energy, psi, amplitude of wave function, psi square, orbital, probability of finding electron in space, X, Y and Z are three coordinate axes. So, I am Dr. Gunasekaran, Professor of Chemistry. He is taking class for you. First, let me discuss quantum numbers. I told you already when the Schrödinger wave equation was solved, psi had three values. One is n, L and m. The first one, n, corresponds to principal quantum number, L, azimuthal quantum number, m, magnetic quantum number, and the last one, spin quantum number. So there are four quantum numbers we have: principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. So these three quantum numbers obtained from Schrödinger wave equation. The fourth quantum number is obtained from spectroscopy ESR, electron in resonance spectroscopy. The value of electron minus half, kindly follow. The spin quantum number for proton plus half. Spin quantum of carbon C13 plus half. So each nuclei is having a characteristic spin quantum number. Nitrogen 1. Okay. So let me discuss one by one now quantum numbers. First, let me discuss principal quantum number indicated by n. It gives information regarding location and energy of an electron. Or I can say the size of the orbital. Very, very important. Principal quantum number gives information regarding the size of the orbital. The number n representing the energy level called principal quantum number. Principal quantum number. The energy level n equal to 1 represent the energy level nearest to the nucleus, and n equal to 2 is further away from the nucleus. Suppose, just imagine, this is the nucleus, this is the first level. Kindly follow. So, in terms of Bohr, if you remember, it is like this going on. Kindly follow. The nearest to 1, this is 2, like that. The radius and energy of different energy levels in hydrogen atom is given by n value. Is given by n value. Please follow the radius, that is the size, and the energy of different energy levels in a hydrogen atom is given by n values. This I have already discussed under the Bohr theory. Now, principal quantum number n, the maximum number of electrons each shell, that is n equal shell value, is given by 2n square. where n is the shell value, number 1, 2, right. When n equal to 1, first level, K shell, n equal to 2, L shell, n equal to 3, M shell, n equal to 4, N shell. So, the formula is 2n square. So, first one, 1, 2 into 1 square, 2. 2 into 2 square, 8. 2 into 3 square, 18. 2 into 4 square, 32. Kindly follow. Okay, let me proceed further. Let me go for the second, the quantum number, that is azimuthal quantum number represented by L. Azimuthal quantum number gives information regarding shape of the orbital. Please follow. Principal quantum number gives size and energy. Azimuthal quantum number gives shape of the orbital. It is also known as orbital quantum number or angular quantum number. 3 names for this, usually represented by L. Each value of L corresponds to energy of subshell. S subshell, P subshell, D subshell, F subshell. So, each value of L corresponds to the energy of subshell. Now, for each value of n, the possible L values are 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. The subshells are designated as S, P, D and F according to the values of L equal to 0, L equal to 1, L equal to 2 and L equal to 3. Just see here below, L equal to 0, S subshell, S for short. L equal to 1, P subshell, P for principal. L equal to 2, D subshell, D for diffuse. L equal to 3, F subshell, F for fundamental. So, from these L values, we can define the shape. 0 means spherical, S value, spherical. Then L equal to 1 means dumbbell, shape will be dumbbell. And L equal to 2, D subshell, a double dumbbell. Everything will come later. So, this L value gives L equal to 0, this is the shape. L equal to 1, this is the shape. L equal to 2, this is the shape. L equal to 3, it is a complicated, we cannot draw. Okay, right. Now, under the azimuthal quantum number, the number of subshell in an energy level is equal to principal quantum number. So, if you want to know the subshell, total number of subshell, L equal to total number of subshell, total L values equal to the N value. Kindly follow. How? I will explain. Suppose, kindly follow, N equal to 1, only one shell, subshell. N equal to 2, I can now show 0 and 1. 0 S shell, subshell, 1 P subshell. N equal to 3, so 0, 3, 0, 1 and 2. S, P, D. N equal to 4, then 0, 1, 2 and 3. Kindly follow. So this is the way we have to memorize. So total number of subshell is equal to the principal quantum number N value. Thus, when N equal to 1, L equal to 0, because N minus 1, L equal to N minus 1. Kindly follow. N minus 1, that is 0 to the minus L or plus L we can. Kindly follow. Including 0. So, L equal to N minus 1 values. N equal to 1, L equal to 0, 1 subshell. N equal to 2, L equal, that is 2 means, this is 2 minus 1, including 0 means 1 value, that means 0 and 1. So, 0 and 1. L equal to 3, 3 minus 1, 2 values. 2 including 0 means 0, 1, 2. that is 0, 1, 2, 3 subshell, 3s, 3p, 3d. Here 2s, 2p. The same way, if you go for n equal to 4, l equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Because 4 minus 1, 3, including 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 subshell, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f. Please remember, very, very easy. Next one. Under the azimuthal quantum number, total number of electrons in each subshell, each shell 2n square, each subshell is given by 2 into 2l plus 1. Total number of subshell 2l plus 1, subshell 2l plus 1 into 2 means total number of electrons. Just see here, L value, 0 level, S subshell, maximum number, S 2 electron, 1 P, maximum is, that is 6 electron, Px, Py, Pz, each 2, so 6 electron, D, 5d orbitals will be there, later will come there, dxy, dyz, dzx, d s square minus y square, dz square, 5 into 2, 10. And lastly, F, it is 14. Kindly follow. The third one, let me discuss now. Third, magnetic quantum number represented by M. Magnetic quantum number gives information regarding orientation of the orbital, usually represented by the corresponding, kindly follow, M value. M value. So M has, kindly I can represent like this. M has 2l plus 1 values, including 0. Including 0. Suppose L equal to 0, what I can write? 2 into 0, 0 plus 1. That means M equal to 0. Kindly follow. So, each M value corresponds to a specific orientation of orbital in space. I will discuss clearly now. See this one. This is the very, very important, my dear student. Listen me. Suppose I am taking N equal to 1 level, only 1 level. There is only one shell. There is only one subshell, S shell. So, here it is magnetic quantum number 0, azimuthal quantum number also 0. For n equal to 1. So 1s. Thus number 2, there are 2 subshell, S and P. S as usual 0, 0. Whereas P, we know 1. 1 means 3 values. Kindly follow minus 1, 0, plus 1. Px, Py, Pz. Px, Py, Pz. 3 values. Then, kindly follow. Let me come for now 3. The most important 3. 3 means I have 3 L values. Level is N equal to 3 L values, including that. 0, 1, 2. 0 means that is the 0. M equal to L equal to 0, M equal to 0. L equal to 1. According to the formula, 3 values of M, minus 1, 0, plus 1. This is 2, 2L plus 1, 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5, so 5. So minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Kindly follow. This is, you have to memorize. Kindly follow. Now, let me go for the last quantum number, spin quantum number, represented by S. So far, what I have discussed, principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number, which are derived from Schrödinger wave equation, I told you. But this spin quantum number is obtained only from spectroscopy. Spin quantum number gives information orientation of electron. Orientation of electron, usually represented by S. It is obtained by spectroscopy, that is ESR, electron spin resonance spectroscopy. I already informed you, it is the minus half. Okay. Now, how we have to represent the electron? Spin quantum number has 2 values. Kindly follow. Suppose if you assume as a particle, this is a particle, electron is a particle. So it can rotate clockwise. If it is rotate clockwise, we can say plus. If it rotate anti-clockwise, I can say it is minus. Kindly follow. The value I can give for spin quantum number for electron. Half is the spin quantum number for electron. If it clockwise rotation, plus half. Anti-clockwise rotation, minus half. And the another important, conventionally, when we are representing in this box like, we will write 2 electron in each orbital, we will represent like this. One electron pointing upward, another electron pointing downwards. These two values correspond to clockwise and anti-clockwise spin. Arrow anti-clockwise, below anti-clockwise. The clockwise spin usually represented by arrow pointing upward. The anti-clockwise spin is usually represented by arrow pointing downwards. Please remember, 3 conventional methods we are. Particle we can say, but this is the normally we are using in the book and notebook. Okay. So after completing the spin quantum number, that is the quantum numbers, I have discussed 4. Principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. And from the quantum number we can predict the shape. That is from L value, azimuthal quantum number, we can predict the shape I told you. So now I can go for the shapes of the orbital. First, what is an orbital? Kindly we define now, what is an orbital? An orbital is defined as a 3-dimensional region. 3-dimensional region around central nucleus where the probability of finding electron is maximum. So around central nucleus, a 3-dimensional region where the probability of finding electron is maximum is called orbital. Now, when the Schrödinger equation was solved, then this equation nothing but Schrödinger. When Schrödinger equation has solved, psi has 3 values or numbers, n, l and m, namely principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number and magnetic quantum number. The 4th quantum number, S, spin quantum number is obtained from spectroscopy, informed earlier. Now let me first come for shapes of S orbital. When S orbital will come, when n value equal to 1, L equal to 0, M equal to 0. We have seen already under the spin quantum number. So L will decide the shape of the orbital. L equal to 0, kindly follow, it is spherical. It is spherical. So 1s means there is only one spherical orbital. But if you go for 2, there are 2 orbitals in 2, S and P. One is the, kindly follow, spherical. Another is the elliptical. This is according to, we have discussed Bohr method, that is Sommerfeld the field theory, Bohr-Sommerfeld theory. So 2 orbital. One is S, another is P. P is elliptical in shape. So the idea here is, kindly follow, let me concentrate, n equal to 1, L equal to 0 and M equal to, there is only one possible orientation. Only one possible orientations for S orbital. Here, probability of finding electron is the same in all directions, because if it is rotating in a circle, this is the nucleus, electron is rotating, this is 1s, it is moving around the central nucleus. So the probability of finding an electron is same in all directions at a given distance from the nucleus. It is therefore spherical in shape. So S orbital is spherical in shape. Kindly follow. Here I am representing 2s. First is 1s, another is 2s. In order to avoid the complication, I have avoided the second P. Second P I have not given here. So what will happen now? Between 1s and 2s, there is a space. Between 1s, this is 1s, this is 2s, there is a space. That space is called node. Kindly follow, my dear student. Between 2s and 1s, there is a node. Node means where the probability of finding electron is nil. There is no electron. Electron always moving in the orbit. So I can give a general formula. N minus 1 number of nodes will be present in the shell. Okay, kindly follow. So, in the 2s orbital, there is a spherical shell within this orbital where the probability of finding electron is 0. This is called node or nodal surface. I told you already in 2s orbital. This is 1, this is 2. So here node. There is probability of finding electron is 0. This is called node or nodal surface. Total number of nodes equal to n minus 1. I informed you already where n is this principal quantum number. Okay, next. So, shapes of p orbital. When p L equal to 1, we will call it as p. L equal to 0, yes. L equal to 1, p. So, when L equal to 1, n equal to 2. So, for p subshell, n equal to 2, L equal to 1, then m equal to 3 values, minus 1, 0, plus 1. It means that p orbital have 3 possible orientations. 3 possible orientations. Each p orbital consists of 2 lobes. This is the p orbital. This is one lobe. This is another lobe. Each p orbital consists of 2 lobes symmetrical about a particular axis. These 3 p orbitals, I can give the name for px, py, and pz. They are present along the axis, x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So, these 3 p orbitals are equal energy but differ in orientation. X, one orientation, y, another orientation, and z, another orientation. So, the shape is called dumbbell. Please follow. The shape of p orbital is called dumbbell. But here there is a nodes at the center where the probability of finding electron is nil. It's a nodal plane. Okay, next. Continuation of p orbitals. Depending upon the orientation of the lobes, these denoted as, in the case of n equal to 2, I will use 2px, 2py, 2pz. Accordingly, as they are symmetrical about x, y, and z axis respectively. Kindly follow now. I can draw. So, this is x, y, z. Kindly follow. Px, py, and pz. So, 2px, because this is 2, so 2px, 2py, 2pz. Accordingly, they are symmetrical about x, y, and z axis respectively. So, this is x-axis, and this is y-axis, this is z-axis. The 2 lobes of each p orbital are separated by a nodal plane. I told you, this is the p orbital, this is the plane, nodal plane, where 0 electron density. Thus, p orbital have dumbbell shape. Please follow. S, spherical, p, dumbbell, and have directional in character. Px, py, and pz. Okay. Now just see here. I have drawn there together. I have shown it here separately. So, x orbital, y orbital, z orbital. So, px, py, and pz. Kindly follow. Now let me go for further in p orbitals. The probability of finding the electron is equal in both lobes. The probability of finding the electron is equal in both the lobes. The p orbitals are of higher energy levels, have similar shapes, though their size are bigger. Kindly follow. The p orbitals of higher energy levels, 2p, 3p, like that, levels have similar shape is similar, but their size will be bigger. So, to understand this, suppose I am writing this is 2p, then I will write this is 3p. That is going on. That's all. That is the difference. Kindly follow this. Now I will come for d orbital, shape of d orbitals. For d subshell n equal to 3, so n minus 1, 2. So L equal to 2 including 0. So there are 5 values. What are the 5 values? M value minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. It means d orbitals can have 5 orientations. These are represented by dx, dy z, dzx, d squared minus y squared, and dz squared. For example, if it is 3 means I will use the term 3dxy, 3dy z, 3dzx, 3d square minus y square, 3dz square. One most important information, my dear student, please have it in mind. dxy, dyz, and dzx and d square minus y square are dumbbell shape. Dumbbell shape. That is double dumbbell. Kindly follow. Sorry, double dumbbell. What is the double dumbbell? Kindly follow. This is dumbbell. Then another is, this is another dumbbell. So double dumbbell shape. That is clover leaf shape. And d square, z squared alone as a dumbbell shape. So let me explain with the diagram. You can very easily understand. Now see here. This is the d orbital. Kindly follow. Here x, y and the axes are not shown, but for the convenience they are giving this way. Normally 3 coordinate axes will be shown like this. Kindly follow. X, y and z. But for your convenience, they are giving the form of the only x and y they are representing. The meaning is, so the kindly follow these 3 orbitals, dxy, dyz, dzx, between the axis. Between the axis. That means this is between this axis. This is between this axis. XY axis. Kindly follow. XY axis. So x and y between it is there. Kindly follow. So this dxy, dyz, dzx double dumbbell orbitals are oriented between the axes, whereas d squared minus y squared and dz squared, they are orienting along the axis. So there is difference in energy level between these two. So this full information you will study under the coordination compounds when you go for second year +2 level. So I hope this will be sufficient for orbital shape. Now coming for electronic configuration, this is the most important. How to fill up electrons in an atom. General rules are there. What are the general rule? Rule number 1. Kindly follow. How to fill up electrons in an atom? I can follow this rule. Electrons will be filled one by one in various orbitals. Electrons are filled one by one in various orbitals. Rule 2. Just rule 1 example I am giving now. I am giving this form of, this is the energy level, energy. So lower 1, higher 2s2p, then higher 3s3p. So when I am filling up, first I have to fill up 1s, then I have to fill up 2s, then I have to fill up 2p, 3s. This is the way I have to fill up. Okay. Next. Rule 2. The orbital with low energy should be filled first. The orbital with lower energy should be filled first and then with high energy. The rule is called half-base rule. Very, very important. What is half-base rule? The orbital with lower energy should be filled first and then with high energy. So you take example here, low energy 1. So 1s should be filled first. Then 2s 2p, 2s first lower level, 2p slightly higher level. So 2s second, then third. Like that we have to fill up. Okay, next. 3. As I already informed you, each orbital having a maximum of 2 electrons. Each orbital. So pairing of electrons should be done only when there is no empty orbital in a subshell. What is subshell? We have discussed P subshell. P I can say now, kindly follow. I can conventionally I can write now. This is P. So I can now write Px, Py, Pz. I can write now. Suppose S orbital, I can represent this as S orbital. So I can fill up electron like this. Suppose I take example of carbon atom. So hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. 6, atomic number 6. When atomic number 6 means there are only 2s2, 2p2 outermost, then 1s2. So 6 electron is there. But here we are only showing the outermost electron. 2s and 2p we are showing. Because when it is going for long, only valence shell only we will represent. That is the convention in chemistry. So 2s2 completely filled. When coming for 2p2, I am filling first px and then py. But if I am filling this second way, the first orbital is of 2, it is wrong. What the rule says, pairing of electrons should be done only when there is no empty. Here there is empty. When there is no empty, you should not pair. Clear idea. This is called Hund's rule. Pairing of electrons should be done only when there is no empty orbital in subshell. Let me go for rule 4. Rule 4. An orbital cannot be filled with more than 2 electrons. I told you already maximum number of electrons in an orbital is 2. That is Pauli exclusion principle. An orbital cannot be filled with more than 2 electrons. That is Pauli exclusion principle. Or another definition I can give for Pauli exclusion principle. It is impossible for 2 electrons in the same atom to have all the 4 quantum number identical. What are the all the 4th quantum number? N, L, M, S. All the 4 quantum number need not be identical for any 2 electrons. How can I prove this? See the example now. So I am taking now helium. Helium 1s2. There are 2 electrons. One electron moving clockwise, pointing upward. Another electron pointing downwards, anti-clockwise. So what is n value? N equal to 1. N equal to 1 means L equal to 0. L equal to 0 means M equal to 0. Now kindly see. So and clockwise means plus half, anti-clockwise minus half. So they are different in S spin quantum number. So all the 4 quantum numbers are not identical for any 2 electrons in an orbital. Kindly follow. So it is impossible for any 2 electrons in the same atom to have all the 4 quantum numbers identical. This is also the principle is Pauli exclusion principle. Next one, rule number 5. Electrons prefer to enter subshells which get either completely filled or half filled. Kindly follow. Electron prefer to enter subshell, S subshell, P subshell, D subshell, F subshell, which get either completely filled or half-filled. Half-filled orbital more stable than partially filled orbital. Similarly, completely filled orbitals are more stable than partially filled orbitals or half-filled orbital. This is the most important. So let me explain with a specific example. Kindly follow. I am taking example of chromium, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium. This is quantum number is 24. That is the atomic number is 24. Scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium. Okay. The D4 actually, if you write now, there are two possibilities we can write. I have written here, this is the the electronic configuration for chromium. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d5, 4s1. Kindly follow. Now what will happen here? Now there just see outermost 3d5 and 4s1. Now 1s2 lower one completely filled. 2s2, 2p6 completely filled. 3s2, 3p6, 3p. Here, when you come over here 3d5, here 3d4. Now problem started. What is the rule says? Preferably half-filled and completely filled will be more stable. How many d orbital? 5 d orbital. 5 into 2, 10 electron. Half means 5 electron. So there is only 4 means half, it is not half-filled. So it can collect 1 electron from S becoming 3d5. So this is the correct one configuration, representation. 3s2, 3p6, 3d5, 4s1. But not this. This is wrong. This is the according to this rule. Kindly follow. Chromium, specific example. For half-filled is more stable than the incompletely filled d orbital. Second example, I can give example for completely filled. Example copper, 3d9. 3d9, 3d10. So again, based on the atomic number, it is 29 is the atomic number. Configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10, 4s1. We will consider only outermost. So 1s2 filled, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d. Here only problem started. Kindly follow. So what I can do now? Instead of 3 here, in this case, 3d10, 4s1 I am writing. But actually, when you are filling up 3d9 only, I have to fill up. But because of the completely filled orbital is more stable than incompletely filled, it can take 1 electron from S, 4s, becoming d10. That's why this is more stable than this one. So this is not allowed. So I have given two examples. One is chromium half-filled example, copper completely filled examples. Here, the last rule, 6. Using energy level diagrams, the sequence in which orbitals are filled can be represented graphically as follows. How to fill up these? We have to follow the rules here. Kindly follow. You have to draw like this line. Please, my dear students, some books are giving wrongly. They are putting arrow from top to bottom. It is wrong because energy from the lower level to higher level. So 1s, 2s, 2p. Here one important information, kindly follow. So I can draw like this. It is going and coming, connecting. Sorry, wait a minute. 1s, so it's going on. It's going on. Kindly follow. This is the way we have to fill up. So 1s, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. Kindly follow 3D and 4S. Only after filling up 3D, we have to go for 4S. That's why it is taking electron from the 3D orbital. When it is incompletely in copper, it is taking 1 electron from 4S because 3D is lower level. But now I want to give one information here because it is a higher level. Anyhow, I want to mention. Kindly follow. As per the rule, this is 1S. So 2S here means 2P will be here. Then 3S, 3P, 3D. So this is 4S. Kindly follow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the actual electronic configuration. Actual electronic configuration. So more or less 3D and 4S, they are in the same energy level. So that's why they can exchange electrons. This is the explanation given in higher level books, that is MIT level. Okay, I hope I have completed this chapter. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much. Dear students, kindly click and give like for my subject and subscribe. Also click subscribe button in YouTube so that my immediate videos will come to you automatically. It come to you, will indicate, will reach you. And also all your friends, those who are studying 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th students studying in throughout India, you can share it because it is almost a tuition for chemistry, for NEET chemistry. For NEET entrance examination, this is a tuition like. I can give 100% guarantee you will get more than 600 plus out of 720. So in chemistry alone, you will get now 178 or 180 you will get. My dear students, those who are preparing for NEET entrance examination like +1, +2 and +2 completed student repeaters, kindly visit our site vetri.s. View our achievements for 20 years in the home page, you can see. Our vetri.s has 50 to 60 video recorder like this. The lesson you have seen just now, it is like this in each subjects. And 50 to 60 model tests, unit-wise model tests taken from 20 years of All India question papers like IIT, AIMS, AIPMT, MCET, Andhra, Karnataka, Delhi, etc. In each subject, including, we have taken. And each subject, after attending the test, you will have the solution in recorded video answer. Of all other online coaching in India, you will get only 2-line answer. But our video solution will be extending 10 to 20 minutes will extend. So you will get a very clear idea. You need not ask any teacher or read any book or go to library. And another most important feature about vetri.s, after completing your the test, so while you are writing test, it will ask, if you touch attempt, it will ask, are you ready? Yes. After giving yes, and then it will show the first window, first question, and below the first question, that is question option A, option B, option C, option D, and below that there is solution. Below that there is question number 1 to 45, yellow color. So if you click A as option number 1 for question 1, automatically the yellow color will change blue color. That means whether you have answered or not, you yourself can be identified. This is just like actual NEET entrance examination conducted by India, we are doing it. And by review, you can go to each question, you can see your answer and correct answer. Your answer will be in blue color, correct answer will be in yellow color. And below the yellow color, you can see the video recording solution. So if you want to join, this review is not available in any other on All India entrance examination. Please compare and you can enjoy. So if you want to join, I can give guarantee you will get minimum 600 plus. So if you want to join, pay only 10,000 rupees per year. In order to help poor people in India, I am charging only 10,000 rupees per year for all the 4 subjects. Pay only 10,000 rupees per year. In the name of Shanti, Indian Bank, account number 7112719471, IFSC code IDIB 000P134, and the cell number, please note, my dear students, it is my cell. You contact anything for any information, 9894176425. Let me repeat, 9894176425. Thank you very much. Kindly click, kindly like, kindly subscribe and share your experience by sending this video to other friends so they can also enjoy. Thank you.